What made Ashes of the Wake a metal milestone that still resonates 20 years later? And how did an album born out of relentless touring and 6 months of studio pressure end up redefining a whole genre? Let's unbox some buried truths and struggle through a riff or two from this monumental album. For part 1 of this 2-part celebration for Ashes of the Wake, we're going to look at 2 different magazines today. I got one right here from Revolver, then we have this Guitar World magazine, and it has a tab for Now You've Got Something to Die For. So I thought it'd be funny if I struggled through this because I don't even know if I'll be able to play it, but I thought it would make for entertaining content. So we got a little something for everybody today. First, we're going to look at some of the history behind the album, and then we're going to dive into the Revolver magazine. So Ashes of the Wake released on August 31st, 2004, and it is Lamb of God's 3rd album and marked their breakthrough into the mainstream. Remarkably, the album was completed in only 6 months after the relentless touring of As the Palaces Burn. Produced by Machine, this album pushed the band to new creative heights, without compromising their integrity. It features 11 of their most technical and politically charged tracks, with 4 of these tracks becoming staples in their live shows. This album also allowed Lamb of God to break from the metalcore label that had been placed on them, because they wanted to carve out their own legacy. Their hard work paid off as the album debuted at number 27 on the Billboard 200, leading to a lot more touring and the filming of their first live DVD, Philadelphia. So I'm going to blur out this first part because it has my address right there. But we're going to unbox this and then look through it. I'm really excited. Like I probably said a few times during this video, this is my second favorite band. Probably my favorite album from them. Their new one was really good too. I am really excited for this. I think I got the one with the album cover on it. Oh, that looks so cool. They released this, I knew immediately that I had to have it. Just look how young they look. I believe his name is John, the bass player. He always looks so much older than them, but he looks so young here. Yeah, it's John Campbell. Why did I even doubt myself? I know his name. I really wish Chris was still in the band. I mean, I think he's their best drummer, but I do think that Art is doing an amazing job, and I absolutely love him. Oh, there's Art. That's so cool. We got a new one too. This is the only album I really don't care for. I had to listen to more of Resolution. I haven't really did listen to it a lot. That's the only album I really don't care for. And this one, it's okay. Oh, they go through like their entire history. This is going to be a good read for me because I cannot find that many sources talking about their band. Like Metallica is, what's the word I'm looking for?
It was documented. You dumbass.
There's so much history to them and they have it all cataloged and there's so many sources to find stuff for them. I mean, they even wrote their own journals and provided that for like just historical data. There's so much cool stuff that Metallica has that other bands are just missing. Is that Mark with a Jackson V? That's cool. Is that John? I took me a second to realize who that was. I wonder how early on they got that. He got that endorsement. So they have this part about Ashes. Yeah, they ended tour in 2003. And then they had to immediately start making an album for their new label record. Their new record label. I just said that completely backwards. So that'll Last Supper reference? That's crazy. Oh, for Sacrament. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. So it goes through their entire history. That's really cool. Figured to be a good source for me. Omens is such I love that they have a whole documentary DVD for it. Okay, this is talking about they're going to make another album. So I figured this was all going to be just about Ashes. And also their top 25 songs. I mean, Contractor's good. I love Resurrection Man. Reclamation. Still Echoes, really? I'm trying to animate it off that album. Vigil's amazing. Faded Line's always great. Ditch is a good song. Descending is one of my favorites. That's a cool picture. Hourglass. Such a cool song. Oh, I skipped some. 11th Hour. That's my second favorite song. Omerta. My favorite song. It's got Chase Mason from Gatecreeper. I love Gatecreeper. Oh, he likes Redneck. That's a good song, too. Terror and Hubris in the House of Frank Pollard. I can't believe that even made it. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about those songs. Rednecks, of course. Now You Got Something to Die For. I think number one's got to be Laid to Rest. I mean, I'd be surprised if it wasn't. Yeah, it's definitely Laid to Rest, isn't it? Yep, there it is. There's such cool pictures in here. Wow, and the rest of this is just Ashes. There's not a lot about Ashes. I thought this whole thing was going to be about Ashes of the Lake, but that's cool. Give me something to read. This is their first time they were on a major label. So Ruin got them a lot of more attention. Their music video for Ruin helped them get on the label. That's cool. I think I'm going to read through this and try and get you guys some more of the facts out of this for part 2, which is why I'm excited that I got this, because man, is there not a lot of information on the internet about this. That's a sick picture. I was 10 years old when this came out. Yeah, that's a really, really cool magazine. That is wicked cool. Okay. Lamb of God is my second favorite band, and this album is a real big reason why. The songwriting is top-notch. It's catchy, concise, really good guitar riffs. amazing drumming, and also really good lyrics and vocals. The only other band that hits this same vibe for me is Metallica, which in my opinion says a lot about Lamb of God. This album reignited my love for metal at a time when I was a burnt out metal elitist who hated anything with screaming vocals in it.
Death to false metal.
Besides like death metal bands. Omerta is my favorite Lamb of God song. I love how heavy but easy to play it is. It kind of deviates from the norm of the rest of the tracks, and I think that makes it sound even heavier. I've seen Lamb of God twice now, and every Ashes of the Wake track that they play absolutely kills. My first concert was in 2015 for Summer's Last Stand. It featured Slipknot, Lamb of God, Bullet for My Valentine, and Motionless in White. Seeing three of my all-time favorite bands was unforgettable, and during that concert, I believe in between the breaks between Lamb of God and Slipknot, or during Slipknot's set, we were in the stands and some guy jumped the railing in front of us, pushed past us to talk to the guy behind us. And we turned around and we saw that it was Randy talking to his friend behind us, I guess, but he like shoved in between us, and that was a really cool moment that I'll never forget. So I got the Guitar World magazine here, and I thought it'd be fun to try and just look through the song, try and play some of the riffs, probably really slowly, because I don't know if I can play it up to speed, but I thought it'd be fun to just take a look at the song. So I know what it starts with. Oh, that's confusing. Ooh, that's a big stretch. Ooh, it's like almost doable. It's just that really big stretch to 6/5 is a little crazy. That's what I've always really appreciated about Lamb of God, is just how technical and cool these riffs sound, but that's also what's a pain in the ass about Lamb of God, is they're really technical and cool. It's that turnaround. That turnaround, I want to go to open, but it's 1. Okay, let's try something else. That's going to drive me crazy. I gotta figure out these riffs. I need my phone. Like, I don't know what riff this is. I was even listening to it today to try and get a good jump start on what these riffs might be, but I think I need some help. Yeah, I don't know if I can get that one. This next riff doesn't sound too hard in my head, but we'll see. Now I'm starting to remember these. So how's that riff go? So I know that part is easy, obviously. Oh, I can do this one. Okay, that doesn't seem too hard. Okay, that's not too crazy. Like it's almost there. I like that riff a lot. Not bad, not bad. I'm so bad at bends. Oh, it's like a, what? Oh, it's a 10-12. Oh, that's not too bad. I just wanted this bend. Oh, it's a gallop. Okay, so that was me struggling through Now You've Got Something to Die For. I think it's got a lot of really cool riffs. I might be able to play some of them, but that verse riff is pretty tricky. The intro seems kind of doable, but I really like the ending riffs. So yeah, I'm gonna get into my final thoughts and then the end of the video. Ashes of the Wake has left a lasting impact on the metal world since 2004. For me, Lamb of God has always been a great gateway band, bridging the gap between older and newer metal generations. While some might consider them dad metal these days, they really opened my eyes to this newer generation of metal when I was in college. Although the band has resisted being called metalcore, they kind of do fit into that scene, and they have been instrumental introducing people into this newer styles of genre. Guitar World Magazine ranked this album as the 49th greatest guitar album, and Metal Hammer placed it at number 5 on their best albums of the 21st century. Ashes of the Wake is raw, groundbreaking, and filled with hit after hit, and I think it's truly incredible that they created this masterpiece in 6 months. The album has sold over 600,000 units worldwide and is gold in America. The opening track, Laid to Rest, is one of the most recognizable songs in metal history, and was even included in Guitar Hero 2. This album catapulted the band from the underground to the mainstream, and its impact and significance is clear. It's definitely one of the best albums of all time, and one of my favorites. So, if you enjoyed this video, I want you to check this one out right here. I recently did a video for the 40th anniversary of Ride the Lightning, where I took a look at the album, took a look at the recording process, took a look at the guitar parts, and talked about some of my favorite facts. So if you enjoyed this one, I think you might enjoy that one. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.